So I hope you guys can hear me all right. We are live and looks like people are starting to chime in and join. So we're here at Ice House in Fayetteville. So we're right off of Dixon Street. And right now, TJ is getting the stencil placed on his head. So as far as the design for the big reveal, as far as which design won, I'm going to show you guys in just a second. I think I'll show you guys the design first before I tell you the design. I'm sure you guys can guess. It was, I would say out of all, we had almost 600 votes. And I would say about 60% of the votes was for this design. So, let's see. Okay.
Ready?
Are you guys ready?
For sure. Hold still.
So, it is
Wow.
number one, or A, design, the lion. So what do you think about the design?
I love the lion. I liked it from the get-go. I also like the wolf too, and I love the snake. My first idea was the wolf because it was on some trees. I think it was on those shovel head on top trees that Dangerous Dan actually posted, I think, a year ago. So it was all tooled in. It was really cool, and that wolf just really stuck with me. So I actually sent the picture to my buddy Wayne that's tattooing me right now. Wayne the tattooer, if you want to look him up. And I was like, man, I got this idea. Let's do this on the other side of my head. And then I started thinking, well, we're to open it up and let everybody take a look and see what their ideas and let them vote on different drawings that Wayne did. So that's what we've done. And then it proceeded to the lion, which Wayne just drew it up. And I've always liked lions, though.
I'm really liking it. And Mike Myers, you had said you better not cry. I agree.
Oh, I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
I've already got a safe word. I already shared it. It's PBS. So if things get too intense, I'll just say PBS. But with that all being said, Steph and I have known Wayne we're trying to figure out right now, for at least 5 years. We we actually met him in New Orleans. So we traveled down for Mardi Gras and different things. And we walked into a tattoo shop down there, and he tattooed us. And then we came to find out that he was actually from Springfield. And then one thing led to another. He's tattooed us many times over the years. And actually, our oldest daughter, he's tattooed her a couple times. And our middle daughter, he's fixing to give her some nice ink as well.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, we've known Wayne for quite a few years now, and he's given us several tattoos, and just kind of got to know Wayne and his style of tattooing, and just kind of followed him around, which in Springfield he was with Hearts of Fire, and
now he's down here in Fayetteville, which Fayetteville, we always, if you guys follow us, you've seen us at Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. This is Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. This is down here on Dixon Street. This is where it happens. Street off is the Ice House. That's where Wayne's at. That's where we're at right now. And we were actually talking about that earlier. He's going to be here for this coming 2020 Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. And he's going to do something really cool for the biker community as well. So if you're down here, you need to check out the Ice House and come see everybody here and all the artists and see what they're up to.
Yeah, so Dawn, you had asked what city and state Ice House is in. So we're in Fayetteville, Arkansas. If you have attended, or if you're planning to attend, or if you don't know anything about Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, definitely look it up. It's the fourth largest charity rally in the world, actually, or within the United States. And I may be wrong on that. This was as far as last year. So yeah, Fayetteville, Arkansas. Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, the main action is right here on Dixon Street. So Ice House is just like a block and a half off of Dixon Street. So yeah, definitely check it out if you guys are here for Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. Like TJ said, Wayne's gonna have some deals or specials and certain things that are just for Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. So we're gonna check out what they're doing here.
Just to give a little extra, make sure it's not gonna go anywhere when we start working. It's going to dry for about 5 minutes or so.
Blowing my ears just a little bit. Yeah, there it is.
So you guys will have to forgive me. Usually when we go live, I have our laptop set up and it's on a stationary platform. Here I'm holding a tripod, so it may be a little shaky. We'll see. And are we coming? Yes, we're going to be in Daytona. We're going to be leaving out the 21st. So we should be in Daytona at the beginning of March, of course, for Daytona Bike Week.
Yeah, so we're getting geared up for our riding season. Like Steph said, in a couple of weeks, the 21st, we'll be heading out from here in the Ozarks, and we'll be heading down to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, which I'm looking really forward to that. Steph and I have been to Mardi Gras, I don't know, 5 or 6 times. We're going to be hanging out with some buddies there. We'll be getting down into the Cajun country, maybe little swamp tours and doing some things down in there and doing some riding, hanging out with the good folks down in New Orleans. Then after that, we'll be there for about a week. We'll be cutting across the coast. We'll be doing some island hopping, going to different forts that's down through there that we've been looking into, and then make our way along the coast over to Daytona for Daytona Bike Week, and then back up around home. So it should be somewhere around 3,000 mile mark that we'll do on this trip. Next week, if you'll tune in, we're going to break down our trip a little bit more and tell you guys where we're going to go and where we're going to be. And then once we get closer, we'll be able to tell you where we're going to be at and what time, so you can come see us if you'd like to. It'll be fun.
Yes, for sure. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be action-packed. We're planning on, of course, while we're in New Orleans, we're going to try and get down to the bayou as much as we can and do some maybe some swamp tours or something like that. We've never actually done that together, and I know TJ's been down to New Orleans before we got together, and he's experienced a little bit of that. But I'm waiting to see a live alligator in the wild.
Yeah, alligator.
Not in the zoo, but I want to see one in the wild. In its natural habitat.
Yeah, so years ago, I actually took my mom and dad and my kids down. We did a swamp tour. It was amazing. We had a good time. I think Steph would eat it up. Plus, man, to be able to ride your bike down into there, which we haven't done yet. We rode down to New Orleans and rode down in the French Quarter. I think it'll make some good entertainment. And it'll be cool to show you guys what we're, into on that bike, places we're staying, eating, people we're meeting. So, yeah, man, in like 2 weeks, wow, it's on us. We're about to kick it off.
Yeah, we've been planning this for probably, as far as the beginning of the year, we've been planning this. But now that it's getting down to the wire, it just seems like it's just, it's just weeks away. So we're really excited about that. So... I know someone asked earlier if we were going to try and go live the whole entire time of the tattooing session. Definitely going to try to. We'll see how the internet connection allows us, but they just got TJ on the operating table here.
One line in and using your sink for about an hour, and then after you take it off, you'll just walk it. It's gonna work. Is that okay? That's kind of like wrestling a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little on the limp side.
Yeah, that's what she said. Bam!
So this right here is our buddy Wayne. We'd actually met Wayne down in New Orleans years ago. For those of you that are just tuning in, we actually met him in New Orleans. He's actually from Springfield, Missouri, and he is here. Him and his family are here now in Fayetteville. So that's something that you guys definitely check out if you guys are here for Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, to check out Ice House. And they're actually just right off of Dixon Street. It's like a block and a half from Dixon Street.
We're ready to roll.
All right.
Oh, my brother.
Should be all right.
Let the heat flow.
Here we go.
I do think here in a minute we're going to have to go around to TJ on the other side and just make sure he's not crying over there.
Better get him a tissue.
Mike said he can hear you crying already.
What's up, y'all?
I know that he can't talk much as far as him being tattooed, but someone had asked if we're going to be able to make it to Arizona Bike Week, and we are planning on going to Arizona Bike Week.
You say something about Arizona Bike Week?
Yes.
Yeah, so we've never been to Arizona Bike Week. I'm looking forward to it.
So as far as our schedule, we have our schedule on Instagram. You can go to Instagram on our stories and actually see our schedule there, and on our website. So we are planning on, after Daytona Bike Week, coming back to the Ozarks, and then we're going to be going to Arizona Bike Week. I believe it's the first weekend of March. So that is on our schedule and our itinerary. So we are planning on being there. We've never been to Arizona Bike Week, so I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. What's that, Wayne?
So how you doing, buddy?
Oh man, doing good. No PBS yet.
No PBS yet.
If you guys have caught on yet, but PBS is TJ's code word for, his safe word. So too much pain or gotta stop, PBS is the word.
I've been looking forward to this 24/7 since yesterday. So I've been really excited.
So someone had asked, how long has it been since you had your last tattoo?
It's been about a year. I think the last tattoo I got was in Daytona for Daytona Bike Week. It was last year when it was the day before we had our road glide stolen. So the day before we had our bike stolen, I got a little bit of ink. Yeah, so it's been a year.
Yeah, so riding down to Daytona, we actually, I think it was Georgia probably, we were riding through Georgia, and like the median between the highway where it's divided, they had just these wild poppies, growing and blooming, and it was such an awesome sight. So when we got down to Daytona, a bunch of our friends were, drunk and had this crazy idea to go get tattoos. That's the first thing that we decided. So we got poppies.
Yeah, you got a poppy, I got a poppy. We all got poppies. Yeah, so I was going to talk to Wayne a little bit about like what machine you're using.
Well, this is a Spalding Supreme machine. It's really just a Spalding frame. I built up the machine to run the way that I wanted it to. At least that's what this machine is. The other one is a Workhorse Irons Sassafari production machine from probably about 15 years ago. Also one, I replaced all the guts on it and made it run the way that I wanted it to.
I absolutely have no idea what he just said.
I don't know, but it really reminds me as far as rat rods and stuff that we've always done, just kind of piece things together to make it what we want it to be.
They're my mini rat rods, basically.
Yeah.
Mini rat rod. Ink tosser.
Yeah, someone asked, what does PBS stand for?
Public Broadcasting Service.
So, just like the television, PBS.
I'm trying not to laugh. Yeah.
You can laugh if you need to.
So earlier we all met, and I told Wayne I came up with a safe word, and I just thought of PBS, and he's like, "What the hell?" And I was like, "I don't know," but it means a lot to me. I used to watch a lot of PBS, and I guess it's a safe place. PBS, Public Broadcasting Service, and it has gone to shit. It's a shame.
Yeah, they said that was funny. They expected way more than just PBS being Public Broadcasting Service.
I'm just
Pain-
just your basic woman here, you know.
That's a good one. Someone said pain better stop. PBS.
Pain better stop. Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Personal bowel syndrome.
Well, I do. Yeah, I will have to pee here in a minute. I'm getting to that age. I have to pee a lot.
Goodness gracious, man.
Throughout
We
the
just got started.
Ben, I'm good right now, but throughout the I pee about 3 times during the night.
Get some rubber sheets.
Oh gosh. Nothing feels better than rubber sheets.
Do you see any comments?
Say what?
Can you read any of the comments?
I cannot read any of it. Of course, I can't read. Dyslexic. It all comes out backwards, and now it's upside down.
I'm less dyslexic. Help please me.
Oh God. See, I can't laugh.
I hope I don't start shaking since I haven't drank in almost a week.
Get the shake.
It's gonna be just rattling your dome even more.
No, that's not bothering me at all right now.
Not too bad, right?
I've had a lot of other places that's hurt a lot worse than this.
Glad to hear it.
So how many head tats do you think you do in a year?
Not enough. I love doing head tattoos. I'd be happy to do one every day if I had the opportunity. It's been probably a year since or close to it since I've done a head.
No shit. So is it the less common of body parts?
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit more rare. I think people are nervous about it, even though it seems like most everyone that I've tattooed on the head has handled it quite well, just as easily as anywhere else on the body, and sometimes even better. So.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people say, "Oh shit," but really, it doesn't bother me. The sound, you got to get used to the sound, a little vibration in your ear, when it gets closer.
If it gets too bad, I'll stick my tongue in your ear.
Oh, that'll take care of everything. Yeah, 3 or 4 times of that anything's a go.
So off the tattoo subject, someone did ask about our seat.
Okay.
What seat do we ride with?
So we ride with a Mustang Touring Deluxe. We just got a new one. Actually, Mustang sent it to us. It has the gray stitching that matches our bike. They also embroidered the Ornery One on the side, both sides, and my backrest. That's the seat that we're running.
And we just actually got that put on over the weekend, so
Yes.
you guys are going to be able to see more in depth as far as the seat and the stitching, the quality of the work that Mustang does, and a closer look at the deluxe touring seat.
Yep, it's been working pretty good. It takes a little bit for that seat to get broke in, and it takes, I don't know, I'm guessing somewhere around 300 miles. It's 2 different foams that they make that seat up with. The leather is good quality leather. Stitching's really well done. We've enjoyed the seat. Now, guys, there's a lot of other seats out there you can run. This is what we're running right now, and it's working for us. But yeah, it's a pretty seat. We've got a hell of a good looking seat now, which we did before. But I mean, now it has the Ornery One embroidered on it.
And Larry Blevins, I'm glad to see you on here. I know that you guys, Larry, you're there on Patreon, so I'm glad to see you on YouTube. But he was wanting to know if we're going to be coming over to California. So when we go to Arizona Bike Week at the beginning of April, not for sure exactly how long we're going to stay there in Arizona Bike Week, or if we're going to be making our way on over to California then or later in the year.
Yeah, we need to get on over there. I mean, honestly, I would like to ride Route 66 from beginning to end. And I have no problem doing that. We just got to find the time and overall the money, because it'll cost, you know. But yeah, we need to get out there and explore California. We've got some great buddies out there. It's got some, everywhere we've been out there, it has a unique feel to it. Of course, you know, when we run across the desert, it's totally different for us because we're hill people, you know.
Yeah, it is different.
It is
area.
different.
I mean, not only is it a different area, but it's different culture, but also the terrain there is just completely different from what we're used to.
Yeah, the climate and the weather is so nice when we get out there. I start feeling better. We talk about the desert. My joints, I really do. I'll wake up and start feeling better every day. Of course, here in the Ozarks, it's high humidity. It's damp, although it's a gorgeous place. But you know, we've had a good winter this year, though. Yeah, we need to get out there to California and mess around.
So Brandy wants to know if he's going to be able to do all of this in one session.
Oh yeah, yep. He'll get it all done. He's pretty fluent in his ink flow. Yep, he'll have it done. And you guys can go look Wayne up. Like I said, on Instagram, it's Wayne the Tattooer. Like I said, we've known him for years. He's not just our tattooer, he's our buddy now, you know. And that means a lot when you've got a tattoo artist that you really connect with. It's just fun. It's a good time.
We've had some good times.
Yeah, we have. We've hung out a lot and just in different areas too. That's what's so cool. Like I said, we met in New Orleans. We've gone out in New Orleans and hang out. We've gone up to Springfield where he was up there and gone out and hung out. And now here we are in Fayetteville. Life is crazy. You never know where it's going to take you or who's going to be there when you get there. I love it. And that is a big part of Steph and I's story, is traveling around and meeting people. Of course, you know me, I'm never afraid to talk to anybody or conversate. And I'm thankful for having that.
Bashful, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
I have no bashful bone. I'm thankful to have that.
I mean, the name of my band, Bashful Bone.
Oh.
Bashful Bone or Bashful Bones?
Bashful Bone.
Bashful bone.
Yes, we are heading to Florida soon. We're going to be leaving out the 21st of February. We're going to be heading down to New Orleans, and then from New Orleans, we're going to just island hop through the Gulf and the coast there to Florida for Daytona Bike Week.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Next week, next Friday, around 6 o'clock, if you guys tune in, we'll go live again. We're going to break down our trip. We're going to show you guys, you know, basically our stops along the way. We're going to break it down in more detail about our trip, like I was saying. I'm getting really excited for it. We've got the bike just about ready. We've done a lot of mods to it. We've got a lot of new custom dynamic lighting, new seat, new suspension by Legend. We've got a new tour pack on there now by Advan Black.
Yeah, as far as the shocks for Legends, we just released our video on the shocks.
To the members.
Part 2 for the members. So yeah, if you're a member, you can go ahead and go watch that. As far as for being on YouTube for the public, that will be tomorrow. So you guys definitely tune in and watch that. So as far as our shocks.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. You know, that old bike is a great bike. The Road Glide is an amazing bike, but we were taking some beating out on the road as far as my back, my sciatic was kind of giving me some grief. Steph was kind of taking a beating as well, so we felt like we needed to upgrade our shocks, which it's done now. We got them on this week. We went for a ride, and you can watch in the video my first hand thought as soon as I get on the bike, and the first couple miles of me riding with the new shocks on. And then we talk afterwards, me and Brian up at Denny's. We talk about the shocks and what they have to offer, and we kind of go into more detail about Legend shocks. We're running the Evo A's, and I'm impressed with them. I'm really happy.
Yeah, I didn't know that they had as far as like, different types of shocks for Legends, or Legends has different types of shocks. They have, 3 different main shocks, like the Revos, and then the Revo A's, and then the Revo Arcs and stuff. So it's really interesting.
Is it
as
the
far
Arc?
as the Arcs.
The Arc. Yeah, those things look badass.
Yeah, it was really interesting as far as learning the different products that they do have, and experiencing firsthand how it was on the bike.
Yeah, and I did a little research in what Jesse did with the backstory behind the Legends. It was impressive with what he did there, and of course, it's a U.S. made product and a lifetime warranty. I mean, I love it.
Here's a very important question that someone just asked: did your beard shrink, or are your arms over it?
Did my what?
Did your beard shrink?
Oh, goddamn.
Or is your arms over it?
Arms over it. Trying to keep that thing tamed.
Yeah, the beard hasn't shrunk any. Thank God.
You have to forgive me. I can just barely hear.
Yeah, so someone had mentioned that they have their whole ribs done, and that's a pretty big piece. And then they mentioned that how the head tattoo may be even worse than that. So, yeah, not just the pain, but you are dealing with the sound of the machine in your ear also. So it is a little difficult for him to, hear as clear as yeah, Mike, you said the ribs suck. So, yeah, they all have their pros and cons. Someone said, can't beat a good update. I'm running shotgun shocks on my old Fat Boy. Oh.
Yeah. Combining those two. I started off on a bunch of the facial stuff with the 5, and then I switched over to the 3. I'll probably go back through with the 5 to add in that.
So Wayne is talking about the needle size that he's using right now. That's what if you hear him talking.
I'm gonna try not to bump you there.
He's talking about a 5 and a something. And what size needles? What are you saying, Wayne?
So I'm doing a traditional 5, which is just an open grouping of 5 needles, as well as a grouping of 3 needles.
Yeah, okay. I don't know any of this.
2 different sizes.
2 different sizes of needles. I really can't feel a damn difference in any of it. It's not giving me any grief at all. Man, I may have changed my mind.
You want to back out now?
Well, yeah, what I really would like to have, if you can change it, is a hamster and a wheel.
It's too late to pull out, man.
Okay, that's what she said.
Too late.
All right, I'll go with it. Meow.
What channel are you on?
This is the Ornery One.
YouTube.
Yep, YouTube.
The Ornery One YouTube.
Well, I'm totally gonna have to have you spell that for me. I ain't color for
It's okay. It's B and then Ornery, ORNERY. And then 1 is in the number.
That's something a lot of people pronounce ornery different, like Ornery One, ornery.
Yeah, here in this, like, I would consider us the southern, like,
Yeah,
ornery. Is
ornery.
A-W,
Right, depending on where you're
actually,
from,
O-R.
huh?
Give him a little shot of what he's doing there, Mama.
All right, so I'm going to pan around here to the top here so that you can actually see. Yeah. Ornery.
We can draw letters really well. We just don't know where they go or how they go. What else to do with them other than
Right.
I have to, say it
That's the
to
extent
myself
of
in
it.
like a little jingle to remember. So it's like Ornery.
Oh, that's good.
Does it look like a monkey?
I see a monkey.
You see a monkey? Silverback. Ooh, that'd be a cool one. Silverback gorilla.
So we are 30 minutes in. You've probably been tattooing for what? Probably 20 minutes now?
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that.
20 minutes now. So that's, yes, Mike, nice line work. Yeah, so 20 minutes in, there's your little rough draft of the monkey. How are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling just peachy. I'm feeling great, really. I don't really have any trouble with head tattoos. I think as he's kind of went down behind my ear onto my neck, that's got a little sharp, a little bit annoying. The sound is what kind of gets me a little bit. You kind of got to get used, if you can say, get used to the vibration on the side of your head. As far as pain, I'm being honest. It hurts. It's a fucking tattoo. Tattoos fucking hurt. I mean, that's all there is to it. But I'm telling you, the head is that I've had a lot other ones hurt worse. Like that hand. The hand was a little touchy, to tell you the truth. Anywhere right in here kind of feels a little touchy. Up in your armpit area, whoo, that kind of gets you going. But this is going to be a whole piece. I don't know if anybody knows this, but so I have the other side of my head done here, which Wayne did a few years ago. We're going to take this all the way down, some in my neck, all the way down and around on my back. So we're talking about ideas, and it's like ideas that we just bullshit around and talk about over a year, over time. It'll just develop. So that's kind of what's going to happen with this. It's a whole glomerate of ink ideas.
So Wayne, you might be able to answer this question. I don't know if you can answer
I'll
it while
do
you're
my
tattooing.
best.
Someone asked, for a piece that's this size, how long do you think it would take you?
Probably roughly 2.5 hours.
So roughly 2.5 hours. This is a piece that's probably, what do you say, that's a good size of the half of your head there. That's like
Close to it.
over palm size as far as like if you spreaded your palm across or your fingers across. I'm gonna walk around here so you guys can kind of see a different angle here of his head tattoo. If you guys are just chiming in and you haven't noticed so far, the winning design is the lion. So if you guys all voted for the lion or the wolf or the snake, I appreciate you guys voting and giving us your opinion and just participating in our little poll here. So it's kind of exciting for him to be able to get the tattoo design that you guys have chose. So, Brandy, you asked what my vote was. Well, I'm sporting my wolf shirt tonight. So, I really liked the wolf design, but I liked the lion design also. So, for me, it was really up in the air, but I really liked the lion and the mane as far as how the lion's hair really turns into the tooling design that he has matched over on the other side of his head, too.
Both your favorite cats, both mine are hard. And what you did, whenever she had a cat, and I was like, you walked back there, I was like, hey, can you change? She's like, no, I just can't. You can keep the extra 10. Like, no, it's fine.
So somebody did want to know if we were going to be trading the Harley in for a new Indian.
I knew what?
Indian.
Hmm.
Is this where we can be honest?
No, I won't be trading my Harley in for Indian. I do like what Indian is doing. I think they're a great box. But I love my road glides. You know, it's just for us, it's the right tool for the job. I'm super happy with it.
And someone had asked what that was on your shoulder. And I think that they're probably referring to, I think maybe it's the light that they've seen. That's just, so yeah, just a light that's shining over his head. It's, I guess it's kind of over his shoulder more,
I'm about
but
ready to get that thing out of the way, actually.
Oh. Yeah, so we talk about that a lot, you know, the Indian.
no glide or road glide. I like that.
Yeah.
Someone just chimed in and said.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not down in anybody or anything they ride. I love two wheels. I love everything. I really do. There's some things that I like more than others as far as brands and what they produce. But for me, like I said, the Road Glide is the right tool for us. I enjoy that bike. Plus, I have a great relationship with our dealer, Denny's Harley Davidson in Springfield, Missouri. So we have something really in common there. It's a bonding experience for us with the Harleys. That's something I wanted all my life, was to own a Harley and be able to ride a Harley every day. So when I was able to do it, you know, it feels right for me. And would I ride an Indian? Hell yeah, I'll ride anything.
Someone did say you don't trade down, you trade up.
Well, but yeah, we could. It's just like, oh man, for me, for example, this tattoo. So we put 3 different animals out there for you guys to vote on: a snake, a wolf, and a tiger. And that involved so many, a lion. So the animals, when you see an image of an animal, everybody has their own opinion. It really brings something deep in us out, you know, when we see that image. And I think that's the same whenever you see a Harley Davidson image or you see that Indian image. So, you know, I don't know what it is. It's really primal, though. I think that it's really cool to see everybody's opinions and their thoughts, as long as it's respectful. We can all give each other hell, but we don't need to be hateful, of course. But it's neat to see everybody. I've seen some amazing Indians out there. I've seen some really pretty Indians out there and about.
Mike Dunn, we appreciate that. He said that he loves our bike and our videos.
Oh,
We
yeah,
appreciate
man.
that a lot.
Well-
We're out, enjoying it and having fun and trying to show you guys everything that we do. And
Well, and the videos are really Stephanie's thing. She likes it. She loves it. Her passion is editing, and she loves technical top stuff. So, and then I like telling a story and showing what we're doing. So it just goes together. We're like PB&J. Jim Halbert and Pam Beasley.
all right, someone wanted to know, what exhaust did your hardtail have? I can't tell if it's
Oh God, our hardtail has Paul Yaffe exhaust. And I've actually met Paul Yaffe a couple times now. He's a cool cat. I really enjoy the shit out of him. He's as ornery as I am. He's ornerier than I am. Yeah, so we took that Paul Yaffe exhaust and I kind of chopped it up a little bit to be able to turn it out before it gets to Steph and where her foot placement is on her pegs. And I also put a baffle in there. So I drilled a hole through there, put a bolt through with a washer, and then put an old wrench on top so I could kind of tune that bike, if you want to call it tuning. So, excuse me. So, yeah, it's actually a Paul Yaffe exhaust. I love that old bike. I miss that old bike. It's sitting in the garage right now. It needs a lot of work done on it. But the Maxwell House bike, pretty badass. And we don't have shit in that bike. We kept that thing as cheap as possible. A little over a couple $1,000s in that bike, and I don't know the exact numbers, but Steph and I have rode all over home on that bike. Honestly, before our twin cam, the one that got stolen in Daytona, Steph had never rode on a bike really with any kind of suspension. She'd only rode on old hardtails with no seat. She rode on Maxwell House. It was just the fender with no sissy bar. It didn't have shit. Sorry.
Yeah, we had no sissy bar. I didn't have a seat on the back for quite a while, actually. It was just the fender. Actually, a couple of times there was no pegs either. I put my foot on the, what is that, little case thing?
Oh yeah, on the primary.
The primary case. Yeah, so it was a big step up when when we added pegs and a little cushion for me.
Yeah, no, first time, oh my God. We talk about, one of my first old rat bikes was damn it, I'm trying to think now. It was a Suzuki. It was like a 86 Suzuki. I can't remember. We chopped it up and made a little old hardtail out of it. Steph came over to see me one night and it was late. And the old bike wouldn't start, and it was a 4-cylinder. I took all the plugs out of it and got them all cleaned and got that damn thing started up and took Steph on a midnight run on that bike. That was the first time we rode together.
Isn't that so cool?
Golly.
So I know some people just tuned in, so if you guys are just now catching into the video, as far as the 3 designs, we had A, B, and C, which was the lion, the snake, and the wolf. And we had a little over 600 votes all together across all the different social media platforms, and the lion won.
Yep.
By a great deal, actually. So yeah, it is the lion design that is getting tattooed.
Which Wayne hand drew, and he drew them all up, just for me, and I hand drawn them. And we just kind of came up with this concept. I was like, man, let's do the other side of my head. I want an animal. I had an idea with the wolf. And then I was like, come up with a couple more and we'll let everybody take a vote and have a little fun with it. And here I am getting a lion, which I love it.
Yeah, the king of the jungle, Charles.
Yeah,
Which
well,
we were just talking about that on the way here. You know, we were just talking about, like, a lot of you guys have commented, you voted, and you also commented why you voted for the wolf or why you voted for the lion and stuff. And so there's a lot of debate out there as far as which one's the
yeah, that's what we're talking
badass
about. Different
animal.
animals, mean a lot to people. Well, I got a lion, and I love it. I love the design. And it is a jungle out here. So, and we're right in the middle of it, so.
Been going all this time and I haven't even whispered any sweet nothings.
I know, man. We're usually talking a bunch of shit. We're not.
That one's a free one.
I'm just about to go to sleep.
Yeah, the head's not bad, right?
Man, this is. Now, see if there's a little bit more touch here. But overall, man, head's not bad. No, that's not bad.
Yeah, Mike Myers, I'm right there with you. You said hearing the machine makes you want another tattoo. Isn't that weird?
It is.
How sounds or smells. I
That
mean,
is so right.
because they actually say, like, your smell gland is very close to your memory part of your brain, something like that. It's closely related. So a lot of times whenever you have a smell that's familiar, it brings back certain memories. So yeah, it's funny how that happens as far as your sound and your hearing
Absolutely.
into.
I smell Chinese, I think, at Christmas Day. I really do. Because we eat Chinese every Christmas. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, you hear that, I don't know.
Someone wants to know what your name is.
What my
What
name
your
is?
real name is, not the honorary one.
All
What
right.
is your real name?
My real name is Thomas Neal Thompson Jr. So my real initials are TNT. Pretty cool, right? Yep, Thomas Neal Thompson Jr. My name, and then they call me TJ. TJ is a nickname that stuck with me. And then out of that, I've just always been a little ornery, and I've always been called ornery ass. So that's my name, Thomas Neal Thompson Jr. TNT. I'll just hear that song now. And it's hard for me to talk because I use my hands, I use my head. I'm really colorful when I talk. So right now I'm having to not move and talk, and it sucks.
He's not very good at that.
No, I'm not.
You could
Johnny.
move it, it might turn out a little funny.
A little crooked.
I think Johnny had said that he's out in California. Come out to California, look up Born Free. It's good time, stuff like that. We have looked into the Born Free motorcycle rally that you guys have out there, and it looks like, you're right, it looks like good times and stuff. So
Yeah, we've talked about that. We looked into it last year, actually. Memphis Shades are out there, and we run their products. And there was a guy that went to their tent telling them that they'd seen our video about their windshield, and said that they'd seen the Ornery One talking about Memphis Shades. So Memphis Shades contacted and said, hey, pretty cool. We had somebody out here at Born Free talking about you. It made me feel great, of course. But yeah, we need to get out there.
So, Paul, you said it might be a good idea to get a TNT tattoo next time.
Oh, let's show it. Wayne did that right there.
Sure did.
When Wayne did my head over here, Steph was going to get a tattoo, and she surprised me, and they drew this up, and Steph got the TNT on her arm.
They say never to get a person's name tattooed, so I got his initials, not his name.
Yeah, that's pretty explosive. Boom.
Party har har.
Sounds like a dad joke, man.
Yeah, I'm getting good at the dad jokes. I love it.
Taking shape here, buddy.
I'm gonna have to reposition my earlobe. There we go.
That's fine. Whatever you need to do.
Someone has asked, what is your most painful tattoo? Most painful tattoo, that's a good question.
Stephanie's mark on my heart. Oh God. Yeah. Oh man. The most painful
Is
tattoo.
it the one on your asshole?
Yeah, the butthole. The most painful tattoo that I had. I think right here, the sweet tea when it got up in my inner elbow pit. I think that was a little touchy. A little bit on my hand was a little touchy on the outside. My chest. I remember it being a little touchy on the inside of my chest there. I had flames on my chest. That was a little sensitive. My boobies. Interior boobie.
So I think I will stand up and pan around and let them see progress as far as like
You bet.
a full sight. Sorry guys.
Make
I
sure
have
you
to
get my
stand up.
butt.
While you're moving, I'm going to clean this thing off so you can actually get a better view
All right,
of it.
perfect.
Make sure you get my butt. Show off these Levi's.
That's what she said.
Dude, I think we're 7 deep. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh yeah. Possibly.
Neat.
Sorry.
Oh, nothing to be sorry. It's good.
Someone had asked earlier also if you're going to be adding color.
Nope.
So no color, just black and white.
Yeah, it'll just be black and white. Hey, can I have a drink? What am I drinking?
Did you sip?
You're drinking a pink drink.
$16.
Keto friendly.
Really?
Very cute.
Keto friendly.
This is nice. Smells good. It
It tastes like strawberry milkshake.
It tastes like heaven. Yeah, Starbucks.
So it's a little bit different as far as whenever we have the laptop set up and we go live. It's of course more sturdy, and then of course I can see all of the comments and I can respond to comments. Also, we're live on location, so I don't actually have our laptop set up, so you'll have to forgive me. We have our phone set up that's doing the live video, so it is on a tripod in our hand, so it's a little shaky versus our usual live video footage. But yeah, and I'm not able to actually reply to comments as quick. So as soon as you guys have comments come up, I'm trying my best to respond to those and ask TJ, of course, questions and stuff that you guys are asking. Someone's just asked, what is your location? So we are
good buddy.
So we are at the Ice House here in Fayetteville, Arkansas. If you guys are here, or if you've come over to Bikes, Blues and Barbecue here in Fayetteville, so we're just a block and a half off of Dixon here.
About a block over from Dixon Street. So I mean, it's right here off Dixon, right in the heart of Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Here in the Ozarks. So yeah, definitely, I think Wayne's gonna actually have some specials or deals going on during Bikes, Blues and Barbecue too. So you guys definitely stop by and check out his work. You guys can find him on Instagram also under Wayne the Tattooer.
Wayne is sexy
I know it's
guy.
a ways out, but if anybody wants to set up an appointment in advance to secure a spot, feel free to direct message me. That would probably be the best way to reach me for that time.
Might repeat
Yeah,
that.
that's a good idea because there is so much. I mean, it's of course busy and crazy and chaotic here, Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. So if you guys are interested, definitely look into what Wayne's got going on. Look at his artwork that he's got, his designs, his little niche that he's got. It's badass. But yeah, you can direct message him any ideas or suggestions that you have in mind that you want to get done, and set up some appointments in advance so that you guys don't have to wait or
Yeah,
get.
spend a little time with Wayne. It'll do you good.
So Wayne, what ink are you using?
I've been using this for several years after trying several different black inks. They're not all created equally. The one that has suited my style the best is from Intense, and it's called Formula 23. And I use it. It's the only black that I use. It has treated me really well. It ages really, really nicely for my style of tattooing, and yeah, I love it.
Someone did say that 3 wet willies makes the pain go away.
Oh, really? I just need
Wayne?
3? I just need a couple.
Do we do
You
that with
may
the
have
finger
to-
or the tongue? I'm not sure which is.
Joe, is that the finger or the tongue?
I'm gloved at the moment, so.
Oh, God. Sounds like heaven.
I think your version of heaven and mine are 2 different places.
Yeah, well, that is probably true. Yeah, so I'm feeling good. I don't know how much time we've got into this right now. On live stream here, it's like 57 minutes in. I'm feeling good. It is a tattoo. Tattoos do hurt. That's no shit about it. But like I was saying earlier, this head isn't that bad at all. You got to get used to the sound. Get your
Let's
head
bring you an
positioned.
earplug today to stick in there.
Yeah, that would be good actually.
Need a paper towel or anything?
No,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it. I think
Paper towel for your tears.
paper towel. For, yeah, I
Yeah, for
cried
the tears.
tears. Yeah, tears of happy. So I think some of the videos that we may come out with here that we've been talking about producing is how we pack for a long trip. I think that'd be a neat one.
Set up right here. And then I'm gonna actually set this mount here with the phone, so it's gonna be a little wonky here for just a second, so I can get it set up.
I know we've had a lot of questions on how we pack, what we pack. I was saying the other day, like people ask all the way down to the toiletries, what do we take on a long trip? And when I say a long trip, Steph and I have stayed on the road for 18 days. So we sat there quite a while. And it might be pretty neat to talk about what we do take on a trip and what we pack. How many pair of underwears, how many socks, pants, all that kind of stuff. We had another good question the other day about gas and about the octane. Some places we travel, you can't get the high octane that you want to run in your bike. What do you do? And we've had a lot of good questions about insurance. What kind of insurance you're running on your bike? I think these will be some good topics to talk about.
Yeah, Jim Frost Jim Frozen made a good comment though that baby wipes are a bust, and
Oh God,
it's
yeah.
been so many times that we've actually taken a bath and kind of cleaned up with a pack of baby wipes before.
Yeah, they have a certain name for that, but yeah, it's definitely you got to have them. They're in our bag right now. Actually, I have a few in my back pocket right now. They are handy. Zip ties. That's another thing. What did you do without zip ties? You got to have zip ties.
Yeah.
You'll carry bandanas with you too.
Some bandanas. Yeah.
You never know. I mean,
You
these
never-
things come in
You
and
bet.
handy in a pinch.
Yep. You never see them again. Yeah. So we've been talking about different
Yeah.
things we could talk about.
I think we need to start a revolution of renaming baby wipes,
What's that?
man wipes.
Man wipes. Yeah. Steph, could you give me some baby wipes? Yeah, absolutely. Tops of, I mean,
Maybe we
people
can get a petition going around.
to rename.
Yeah, rename them.
And like zip ties, everybody has, we've heard different, names for zip ties. We call them zip ties. I can't remember what everybody, we got some other names that I've heard.
Yeah, someone said that they call them cable ties. Someone else also said cable ties.
Cable ties.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that wants a head tattoo? I had one comment. A dude said, he's been wanting a head tattoo, but
Yeah. Some people, yeah, there was one that I remember distinctly that said that was awesome, that he's always wanted a head tattoo. So, and then of course I've heard some people that don't want a head tattoo and they're like, don't
Yeah.
do it. I think one guy had said,
just say
none
no.
of them, because why would you get a tattoo that you couldn't cover up? Well, he's got one side of it done, the other side, so yeah, he can cover it up with a beanie or,
Well, I mean,
he could wear half of a hat and just cover up.
I've thought about that. I mean, I'll be honest, if I'm going to get a tattoo, I'm not going to cover it up because it's something I want to show off. But I do understand people having to work, and it's a job stopper. I get it. I don't know. I'm just kind of an open book. I want to show everybody what I got. And I've just always been that way. But yeah, I mean, the head tattoo is, well, hell, man. A lot of people getting tattoo on their faces now, above their eyebrow. Have you done that here lately?
No.
No.
I would, but no one's asked me.
Yeah. It is. It's pushing the envelope. No doubt. We always start out with something small that you can hide, though.
That's pretty cool. Jim had said that he has an eyeball tattooed right back there
Oh,
where
no
his ball
kidding?
cap opening is on his
Oh,
ball
no
cap.
shit. That's cool as hell.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. My throat's a little dry. We've been dealing with some,
Pink drink?
yeah.
Get you a drink, buddy.
Yeah, we've been dealing with some nasal congestion here lately, so
Me too.
you know what I mean? It makes your back of your throat raw, so it tickles. But I feel pretty good, really. My head, I mean, you can feel when he's doing it, when he stops. I'm good. I don't know, but I mean, Wayne, Is there people out there with different pain tolerances? Have you seen it firsthand?
Oh, for sure.
So,
Without a doubt.
I mean,
Some people might be squawking on the head. I don't know.
yeah.
I love getting my head tattooed.
Have you ever had somebody come in and you're like, oh my God, they're not going to do very good? And they sit tight?
Yeah, on occasion people will surprise you.
Right.
I kind of just assume everybody's going to do pretty good, give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty gentle too, so that helps.
Yep. Yeah, I remember my first tattoo. My first tattoo, I was 18 years old. It was on Mother's Day, and I took my mom in to get my arm tattooed right here. Of course, you can't tell what it is, but it's 2 sticks of dynamite with some flame, and it says TNT, which I need to get Wayne to fix it. But yeah, my first tattoo, I thought, it's only that big, and I was like, oh my God. So it was a year or so later, I started getting braver and braver, and I wanted flames across my chest. I don't know, flames happen. So I went and got these flames on my chest, and I was super excited. And one of the first people I showed was my mom, and we had to shave my chest down to my nipples, and got it done. Walked into my mom's house, and I was bleeding a little bit, and I showed her. She flipped the damn switch. Went ape shit, crying. Just thought I'd just ruined the image of myself, and couldn't believe I did it. And she was not happy with me. So, yeah, tattoos, man. And then, as Steph and I, we've got together and we've traveled, we've got these tattoos, different places wherever we've gone. So it's almost like, marks of memories of different places and experiences that we've had. So it's like a road map in a sense for us. And like this one, I'll never forget us going live. Now here we are live on YouTube, showing all you folks out there, me getting my head tattooed. I'll remember it forever. Of course, I'll have that tattoo forever, but it's really the memories.
So someone did ask, and this I guess would be kind of for Wayne, wanting to know what is the craziest tip that you've ever received that was not money.
Oh God.
Craziest tip. I suppose it could be a little bit incriminating, but I got to enjoy some DMT off of the tip. That's probably my craziest one.
And then how many years have you been married? So I guess that would be
For me?
for you.
Oh, for me.
Be like which time?
Yeah, overall, pretty much all my life. Yeah. Got married when I was 17. This goes into a hell of a story. Well, it's story time here on the Ornery One, but this is how my life unfolded. I've been married 3 times. Stephanie was my 3rd wife. The first time I was married to a girl named Jamie for 7 years. The next time I was married, it was to a girl named Jamie for 7 years. Both spelled Jaime. It's just coincidence. It's crazy. And then I did meet Steph, and now here we are. And we got married 11/11 at 11/11. Crazy. So, here we are going on 11 years. We're going to be pushing 11 years pretty quick. Or 10 years. So, yeah, man. So I've been married for like 24 years of my life. But Steph and I, we're pushing 10 years now. The best 10 years ever, right? Come on, honey, speak up.
That's right.
Make me feel.
It's a little corny, 11:11:11 at 11:11 p.m. But we'd actually met in a tattoo parlor. My brother was tattooing in Branson, Missouri, and he was there with some buddies, and I was there.
Well, what it was is she was in there getting tattooed. Her brother was doing it. I had took my girlfriend at the time to go up to get her first tattoo. And Steph had some buddies with her, and I had buddies with me. And our buddies knew each other. And then afterwards, we all went to a bar and got a few drinks. And that's when we really made the
connection. So yeah, we met in a tattoo shop. We kind of talked, but of course he was in a relationship, I was in a relationship, so we did what we had to do.
Yeah, went on our own ways.
Stopped talking to each other and whatnot, but then we,
reconnected in a liquor store, Quicker Liquor. Yeah, so we ran into each other. We ran into each other at the liquor store, Quicker Liquor. She texted me, and she was a little pissy at me, honestly. And she texted me this little shitty ass remark, and then we started talking. And then after that, we never stopped being around each other. And then we got married in a bar in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, called Chelsea's Corner Bar. We got married there. We had our buddy got ordained, made him dress up as a pirate and talk in a pirate's voice in between sets. And we had people come in from all over the states, and it was a fucking circus. It was a train wreck. All kinds of shit went on that night. I dressed up as a circus, as a
kind of like a ringleader.
Ringleader, like with a top hat and a long coat and all that, because I knew it was going to be crazy. We had a hell of a good time. We got married, like I said, at 11:11 that night. And then ever since then, we've just been giving life hell. Been a hell of a ride. And for y'all that don't know, the reason why I got the side of my head tattooed is because, and Steph has hers inked as well. Wayne did that. And the story is, behind that is, so about 7 years ago, we about lost Stephanie to a brain tumor. We got her through the brain tumor, we got her back up on her feet, and then it was her 4th year clear of the tumor, and we wanted to mark that. So we put ink on her head to mark her 4 years of being clear of the tumor. And a little story behind that as well. I went up to get my head inked, and she did as well. I backed out. Wayne tattooed her, and I didn't do it. And about a week and a half later, I called Wayne. I was like, dude, I got to do it. So yeah.
I forgot about that. That's fine.
Yeah, I pussed out.
I forgot I saw you 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I pussed out, and Steph went ahead, and then I went back and did mine. So the ink on our head really is a little bit more to it than just.
And Blacktop Devil, I know that you said that you just chimed in. You were wanting to make sure you didn't miss any crying yet. There's been no tears yet, but I see some coming.
Yeah, and I am feeling a little gassy, but no tears. No tears yet. Yeah. Blacktop Devil.
Yeah, good to see you on here. Thanks for chiming in.
Right on,
tuning
brother.
in.
Hope you're doing good. And I
Mike
think
Myers loves farts.
farts are the funniest thing in life.
Yeah, so for those that are tuning in, yeah, the design is the lion.
Wow.
Which I honestly think, out of the 3 designs, of course, TJ loved them all. Of course, our buddy Wayne here drew them up and designed them. But I think deep down, he really liked the lion design.
I did
the most.
from the get-go. Like I said, the wolf really has a place for me, and I think I'll end up with a wolf on me at some time or another. But when Wayne drew this up and I seen it, I was like, damn, that's it. And of course, the lion is the animal that I went to first whenever I was small in the zoo. You know, I had to go see the lion.
Well, you know, you were raised by wolves, so that kind of.
Boy, it was, wasn't I? And then, I don't know.
Smitty, I'm so glad you're still here. Like I said earlier, I'm not on my laptop. I'm on the phone, so I can't see who's still watching or not. I can just see the number. But I'm glad you're still here. He said he's still watching. He's just working in the garage.
Oh, yeah? Oh, Smitty. I see.
And Dan Dockery, I'm glad to see you too. He said he's a little late to the party, but he did make
All
it.
right, well, Dan Dockery, that's something we want to talk about right there. That dude, he has my logo tattooed on his arm. It's super badass. He messaged me last year and he's like, man, can I get your logo tattooed on? I was like, yeah, man, of course. And then it was a couple of months later, we met him when we rode with Bike and Bird. It was honestly on the Father's Day ride.
Down in Austin.
Yeah, down in Austin. And he shows up and he's got that tattooed on his arm. We got a picture of it. Super cool. Loved it. And he's been following us since the beginning. And I appreciate that. And it means a lot to me. Each and every one of you out there watching us and chiming in and communicating with us, it means a lot to us. And, you know, you bet. Steph and I are always on the go, and we're doing everything we can do to stay up. It's getting really busy. And like I said, we're fixing to kick off this riding season.
While he grabs water, you hold that.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the charger.
I'm going to set up. I'll get some blood flow to my noggin. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, so it's fixing to get real busy, like I said. So, like 2 weeks from now, we'll be leaving. That's why we wanted to get this done now, so it'd give it a little time to heal up. But I am going to be running with a really comfortable helmet this year, the new Ornery helmet. Steph and I both got one. I'm looking forward to running with it, seeing what it's all about. I've been messing around with them the last week. It seems like it's going to be the cat's meow or the tiger's cow. You ready?
Take your time. Buddy.
Take your time.
Or no.
Two of us, three of us. Yeah. So we've been having a lot of damn fun though, getting geared up for this season. Like I was saying, I'm ready to get back on the bike. The other day, of course, we went and rode on it after we got the shocks done. It just feels like home. As soon as I sat down on that bike, man, it feels good. I'm ready to get back on it and stay on it for a while. Of course, it's winter time. We ain't had a real horrible winter here. Wayne and I was just talking, we have had a lot of rain this year. Curious to see when we leave out the 21st what the weather's going to be like. No matter what the weather is, we're going to head out, of course. I think the coldest Steph and I have ran in is probably around, I believe we got into some 20-degree weather, a little bit below last year. We did okay. Of course, you know, for me, I mean, just what I'm saying, once it drops down below 40, right around there, of course, you start feeling the wind chill. We are running with those Memphis Shades hand guards. That's been really handy. I've been enjoying those. Not only keeping the windshield off my hands, but also keeping the debris from kicking up and hitting my knuckles. I need to ride with gloves more, but I don't. That's something else I want to touch base on this year is taking care of our skin. Be 43 years old this year, and I have started noticing the difference in my skin. I need to protect it better. I need to be taking better precautions as far as sunscreen. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of that this year, and I think that's something we need to touch base on, of course. Steph walked back in. I'm going to hand the camera over to her.
I'm going to grab this bag from under you.
Wayne's making some good progress.
It's coming along good.
This is a pretty cool product right now. Steph is actually getting out the Sena power bank. We just got those as well. We're going to be trying out these this year. Like I said, it's by Sena. It's their power bank. They have an attachment where you can hook these to your handlebars or put it on an attachment that goes on your arm so you can connect it to your camera, the Sena camera gear. So she's going to be plugging that in right now. We're going to be trying it for the first time actually because it's getting low on battery. You got popping up there, Mama.
Someone had said if they could offer one piece of advice, it wouldn't be sunscreen. I'm not for sure it went away, but he said, remember that song. I'm not for sure what that means.
Yeah, definitely. We've got to protect our skin. As I was a younger man, I didn't worry about it much. But now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to think about it quite a bit more.
So someone did say that there's no sound after I plugged up that Sena
Really?
power pod or that power bank. If you guys could let me know if there's sound or not.
Can you hear us? Unplug it and try.
Yeah, they hear us.
You can hear us. All right, cool.
Yeah.
It's good. We're trying stuff out. That's one thing. That's another cool thing that we are going to be doing this year. Sena did send us some product that is not out on the market yet. We're going to be testing that and talking about it and posting about it. The 50 series is what it is. I actually got one of them hooked up to Stephanie's new Ornery helmet day before yesterday. We'll be trying that out. I'll have one on my helmet as well. We run with their Evo right now, the camera. And it's doing us good. I'm enjoying the product.
Someone's asking, does that hurt?
The tattoo?
Yes.
Yes. Tattoos do hurt, but nothing horrible.
And would you say the head tattoo is one of the most painful?
No. We were kind of talking about that earlier, that the head tattoo for me doesn't hurt as much as other places on my body.
And plus, Wayne has a really light hand. He's not really heavy-handed, you
No.
know. Like I've had some tattoos that are.
Yeah, they drill you pretty hard. And right now he's right behind my ear. You know,
So they're still waiting for the tongue in your ear.
the tongue lashing. Give me that willy. That sounded really bad. Wet willy. Sorry, that's what she said.
I feel like a wet willy is way better than a dry willy.
Yeah, nobody wants a dry willy. Man, I hope I don't get the giggles.
Someone wanted to know what my most painful tattoo is. Most painful tattoo for me would have to be this one right here. And I don't know if it was the placement. Wasn't so much as far as when the tattoo was, but the healing process for me was pretty painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have some on your feet too, don't you?
I do. I have my ribs and my feet. Of course,
Which
my
she
neck
did
and my
herself.
head. I did the ones on my thigh.
Yeah, Steph
Yeah.
has one thigh that she's done. She was messing around. She did it herself. Actually, on this arm right here, Steph did that years ago. God, crazy kid with Sharpies.
from Australia. Barry, I'm glad you tuned in with us.
What's up,
Good
Barry?
to see you.
What time of day is it in Australia?
I don't know. Barry, let me know what time it is there.
What time is it there, Barry?
It's at least 12 hours ahead of us.
Is it?
So
Germany
probably
is 7 hours ahead. Australia's got to be at least 4 hours more than that. So
12:32.
something like that.
12:32 there.
Would that be noon?
Yeah, or behind. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey man, I ride a motorcycle. I don't know nothing.
Yeah, so it's lunchtime for Smitty.
It is lunchtime. You eating a bologna sandwich?
And it's Saturday morning over there.
Is it? Cartoons are on.
Dad and Mad said it's 1:30 a.m. in the UK.
All right.
So that's really cool. I'm so glad you guys are tuning in. It's really nice to see like time frames and stuff all over the world and what you guys are doing in the moment.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? We don't really think about that. And
Yeah.
hell, I don't even know what time it is here.
Party time, baby.
Party time central.
So someone wants to know how long has TJ been on the table? So it looks like our live feed is about an hour and 20, so about an hour and a half into the live feed. So
Is it?
I started it right about the time that
Yep.
that we got the stencil on and got started.
Yeah. Okay.
And Dan Dockery wants to know, well, actually Donna there wants to know what your hand tattoo says.
My hand
So
tattoo.
let's see your hand.
It's son of a welder. Son of a welder because my dad's a fabricator. I'm a fabricator by trade. That's all I've ever known. My dad, that's all he ever did. So, yeah, son of a welder. That's what it says.
How you feeling? Side of that not too bad?
No, I do need to pee though. My bladder's getting full. I know it. No, my head's fine. You got a Gatorade jug or something? I could just pee in it. You can keep going.
Just whip it out and let it rip.
Yeah, yeah. Trash can,
Whip it right out.
whip it.
Well,
real
you
good.
got a good aim. We got a trash can right
Man, you could put 2 trash cans over there. I can hit both of them. That's how my aim is. At the same
Yeah, a
time.
little stuck in the hole there.
Yeah, yeah.
Sending out 2 strings. Let me wipe your head off and you can go take a leak real quick.
All right, man.
Great time.
So they're gonna
we're-
clean up the progress
spot
as of
where
right now. TJ's gonna take
can
a little
stop
pee
anytime.
break. So let's see what it looks like.
All right. Bathroom break. Intermission.
Let me put just a little bit of witch hazel in your head.
I love a little witch hazel. There you go. God, it smells like home.
There you go, brother.
Oh, yes. I'm going to go to the restroom. You're not following me in there.
I always figured like the way I like to cut my hair, if I got something on my head, it'd be on the side.
Do you have any head tattoos?
No, I figured I might get something up here towards this part of my neck.
Yeah.
I don't know about the front of my neck, but I would definitely want something that either comes off my shoulder and goes up here, or just right here.
Yeah.
And then I figured this somewhere on the side of the head would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, some of our viewers, like I think you said Mike, you had chimed in earlier, you have a neck tattoo. And Wayne's got a neck tattoo. I like how it's so colorful and like out there. Yeah. Perfect. So how is he as far as talking?
Oh my god, it's like a breeze. It's no
Yeah,
big deal. He's
good.
not.
Good.
I can deal with some movement.
Good.
Get a lot of squirmy college girls around. So
Yeah, it's not a bad spot. You can talk all day and not
yeah, he's doing great.
Yeah.
bother that spot.
Yeah.
Not a problem at all.
So again, guys, we are here in Fayetteville at the Ice House. So Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, it's usually September, late September. So if you guys are here, or if you guys are planning on coming to Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, definitely stop by Ice House and see Wayne here. He's got all kinds of cool artwork and designs and stuff on his Instagram page. You guys can look him up at Wayne the Tattooer. And I think he's going to have some special stuff or deals coming up for the bike rally as well. So you guys tune in and stay in tune with that.
Yeah, for sure. So I went pee and I feel a lot better.
So let's see it. Stand up here.
Oh, what? Oh, my tattoo?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Turn this way. Yes. It's looking good.
Is it?
I like it.
Is it?
Yes.
Is
Yes.
it?
I love how the mane.
Is it? Is it?
That's one thing that we loved is how the mane of the lion like went into the tooling and the design and matched and stuff.
And
like
it goes
that.
into the mane.
And it goes into the actual mane.
So when we ride, it was like, wah. But I have a helmet on.
Let's do that again.
With the side.
Let's show them your riding.
Wah. That's an Evo. Oh, that may be a shovel head there.
Sounds like some pop rocks.
It could be just missing real bad. I worked on it. That's why I go to Denny's.
Sweet. Looking good.
Denny's fixes your mistakes.
Yeah. Thank God for the Denny. Denny's do is good.
I brought water. Do you want some water?
I do want a little drink of water.
I've never had a Harley, but
Have you not?
I've always heard great things about Denny's.
Denny's Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
Denny's.
Known a lot of people to go there. Over the years.
Man, they have they're just buddies now. We have such a good time. Like we just go up there and just hang out and work on the bike. They let us go back there and do all of our filming, hang out. We really have a good time. They're good. They've taken care of us many, many times. Where I think, that's what I think with Harley Davidson, find you a good dealer. That's what keeps you going. A good dealer.
You ready, Sugar Tits?
I am. Let's do it. PBS.
Already?
Yeah, I'm out. I gotta go home.
Personal bowel movement.
Perfect.
Personal bowel syndrome.
As opposed to someone else's bowel syndrome. It's
Yeah.
a personal one.
You don't want somebody else's. Man, does that affect you any? I know we've shaved my hair, but there's still a little bit of short hair up there. Does that affect that?
Not in the least,
Really?
honestly, no.
Wondering about that.
The only thing that I just am careful about when working on the head is trying to, whenever I'm wiping, wipe in the proper direction so it's not like rubbing a cat backwards, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And like you got to wipe down this way.
Yeah, because it'll start getting irritated.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, makes sense.
And we'll get little bits of paper towel all over your head.
Oh, yeah. Don't want that. You know, I remember years ago when I met you, I had a smaller beard, but it was going white, getting gray in my beard.
Right?
And I remember you telling me, you were like, man, I can't wait till I get some gray in my beard.
I finally have some.
Really?
Yep, I'm getting back in the back of my jaw.
Really? I was looking at you earlier and I was like, you little bastard, you still don't have any gray
I
hair.
know.
How old are you now?
I'll be 38 here in a couple months.
Yeah. Well, I already had quite a bit of gray.
I had some really long hair whenever y'all met.
God, yeah. Yeah, we got pictures. It's crazy. I had some really good midsection love going on. That I just had a big gut. That was chunky.
Did it get crazy down there? Of course, you were on Frenchman Street.
Oh, it was crazy down there most of the time.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It hardly even mattered what time of year. I mean, it went from crazy to real crazy as opposed to every once in a while you had some crickets, but my favorite time down there was Sunday mornings because it was just so quiet. You could just walk around down there and just enjoy the stench from the weekend.
Yeah, a little dirty. Yeah, it's something about down there. It's definitely got a unique smell and feel to it.
That's a nice way of saying it about the smell.
Yeah. You can walk 5 feet, get a good smell, and then the next 5 feet, it'll stink.
I love it down there, I'll tell you that.
I do too. Like I said, we'll be down there in a couple weeks, and we're looking forward to it. So Wayne, how long you been tattooing now?
This May will be 11 years for me.
11 years. Did you always want a tattoo, or is it just something?
I did for a long time. I wanted to for at least 5 years before I got the opportunity, but and I've been drawing forever. I was actually a fabricator before I started tattooing. So I enjoyed my job before, and then whenever this opportunity presented itself, I walked away from it, started doing this.
So what would you call your style tattooing?
I don't know, I guess the best term, I'm not really even sure, but I guess just illustrative black work. I will do color occasionally, but I'm very selective about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've done color for y'all.
Yeah.
So I had asked what social networks are we on? For that?
The different medias that we're on, is that what you said? So we're on Facebook. I have a personal page. We have the Ornery One blog page. My personal page, I think, is full. And then we have Instagram, of course. We have YouTube. And then we have our website, theorneryone.com. Which there you can kind of go see a little bit, stuff, put some blogs on there, a little bit about our pay it forward that we do. I think we are on LinkedIn. We are on Twitter. I have a Snapchat that I'd never use. I still don't have that figured out. Have I covered everything?
Yeah. So like Steve said, that we have our website and we have blogs on our website. But before we actually post our blogs on our website, you can actually see them in and on Quick Throttle magazine, their website and their Facebook page, and then of course their publication magazine each month. So yeah, we're in there almost regularly. Of course, the last 3 months we haven't been writing as much, of course, throughout the writing season. We haven't wrote any blogs there, but yeah, you can find us on Quick Throttle magazine, and then our website, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and I think that's it.
YouTube.
Yes, and here on YouTube.
Yeah, I think there's so many different social media platforms, and to get used to them all, I don't know. we do our damnedest. Of course, I couldn't do any of it if it wasn't for Stephanie. Stephanie, she is the muscle behind it. She is I say a lot, you know, like she's the ornery online, taking care of a lot of stuff. And for you that don't know, I'm dyslexic, so for me to sit down and write out something, it takes me forever because it bothers me to send something that looks like shit trying to read it, and most of the time it does, so it gives me a really high anxiety on social media, and social media does give me anxiety, but we love doing it, and Steph helps me through all this social media platforms and answering all the questions and doing all this. I love the live and I love the YouTube and just being goofy. You know, I love it. But like I said, social media, wow, man, it's a good tool and it's fun to keep in contact and show everybody what we're doing. But it's a lot to take on, and we're doing the very best we can at this, and we're learning. Like, so our YouTube, really, we've been at it for a year, probably a little over, definitely a little over, but I mean, to really get into it, and we're learning all this stuff. And like YouTube granted us to where we can have members now, so that's really cool. We have our own emojis and our own badges, so we're learning all this stuff as we go.
Yeah, we have a private Facebook group too on Facebook. So if you guys want to get in on that group, you guys can. It is for members only, but like our tiers, there's 3 of them. The lowest tier is $1.99 a month, $4.99, and then $9.99. But yeah, that's part of our memberships. Perks is our private Facebook group. So that's another place too that we just kind of congregate, chat, share things, just talk.
Yeah, and then also, what some of you may not know, if you're watching and you're not familiar with us, you're just finding us, we also have our t-shirts, which our t-shirts are shirts that Steph has actually made the printing mold herself, and we screen print all the t-shirts ourselves and send them to you. We have our stickers, we have koozies, and we're working on getting some patches. So you can find all that on our website.
Yeah, and speaking of members, I just seen John Porter, you just chimed in. I'm glad you're joined with us. Yeah, and if you guys notice, some of the comments have the little emoji, the bearded emoji next to their name. That's part of the memberships. Just another little perk there, but he asked if it hurts.
It's not hurting too bad, honestly. I'm feeling pretty good. There are some places behind the ear, which Wayne's kind of get behind the ear. Maybe down on the neck a little bit, but I'm doing really well. I'm talking and smiling, and I'm having a good time.
And no tears.
No tears. No PBS. That's my safe word.
Yeah, John said, but you probably need a Bud Light afterwards.
Need a what?
A Bud Light afterwards.
Yes, a Bud Light would be really good. I did before we got up here. I had a Pacifico. I like Pacificos. I like Dos Equis as well. The Pacifico I've been enjoying here though. I guess I kind of like those south of the border beers. They suit me. I like lime.
So it is cool kind of see where everyone's from. Some people have said Illinois, Ohio,
Really?
California,
That's awesome.
of course Australia.
Australia. And it's cool to see people riding different places, seeing them post.
So someone wants to know if we're going to have an itinerary for Daytona Bike Week. So we are planning on being there the 4th or the 3rd of March, of course, through the weekend. And I know that we are going to be, I'm not for sure exactly the date and time, but we'll have a meet and greet there at the Rick Rack location during Daytona.
Custom Dynamics.
And Custom Dynamics. We will post as far as when it gets closer. Hey, someone's from Joplin, Missouri. That's nice to see. Thanks for joining in. But we will definitely post our meet and greet times and locations to try and make sure that everyone can kind of, you know, if you're out and about, stop by and say hi to us. We're going to have stickers with us and all those goodies.
Yeah, definitely come and get a hug. We had a blast. We went, so we always end up at Destination Daytona down there at Rossmeyer's. We had a great time there. It was Biketoberfest in Daytona. Daytona Bike Week, of course. But the last time we was down there, though, like I was saying, was Biketoberfest, and we had a great time there. Everybody came up and talked to us. We spent a couple hours just talking to everybody. Everybody's telling us their stories, showing me their bikes. It was a really good time. They had an arm wrestling contest going on. That was cool to see.
That was kind of cool. And
Yeah.
Destination Daytona.
No, man. I'm probably suck.
Destination Daytona is pretty cool. It's so freaking big, though. I mean, they have a restaurant, they
Oh
have
my
a hotel
gosh.
there, they have.
That thing's a compound. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They had everything you want. You could go there and spend, of course, you can spend all day. We also go to the Cabbage Patch when we're down there as well. That's always fun.
Yeah, there's
So-
a lot of fun places down there. We've got Broken Spoke?
Yep.
Is that what it's called?
No, no, you're thinking about, now I'm getting,
I can't think of the name, but that's all
oh man, Broken Spoke was in Sturgis.
Oh, Bikes Blades, Chris Patrick said that he proposed to his wife at Destination Daytona.
Really?
That's pretty cool.
Wow, man. Be a great place.
Someone said Shreveport, Louisiana, Southwest Missouri, Springfield, Missouri. I think I've seen Idaho earlier.
Oh, really?
Someone said somewhere in Canada,
Yeah?
which is pretty cool. I've never been to Canada.
Nope.
That's something we've talked about
No,
doing.
we have a buddy that we hang out with quite a bit. I actually beat him this year in a stuff off. My stuffing beat his on Thanksgiving. That was fun. Yeah, we need to get up to Canada.
I've not met a Canadian that I didn't like. Every Canadian I've met so far has been just
Man,
sweet as pie.
yeah, and
they're-
we've hung out with some that we were up there. It was in Cleveland. Holy shit, they were handfuls. Yeah, I think it was 3 of them. They got
Nice.
they drunk and got crazy as hell. It was so much fun. Had a blast with them. Never seen them again. They were cool. That was a lot of fun. It was in Cleveland, wasn't it? We went up there to a Fuel Cleveland show, which is a pretty badass show.
If you want to go somewhere with just that would be real scenic for a ride, up in the Banff area around Calgary.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it is gorgeous up there. Some of the prettiest country I've ever seen before.
How much time did you spend up there?
Oh, just I think 2.5, 3 weeks total.
Yeah.
About it. It's back when I used to work for Bass Pro.
Oh, you work for Bass Pro.
I used to.
Oh no shit.
I was a fabricator for Bass Pro.
Oh,
for
okay. I
Six
didn't-
years.
Really? Which, you know, Springfield, Missouri is the base of Bass Pro. Man, that's a hell of a Bass Pro, isn't it?
Nuts.
Have y'all gone into where they've got the museum and everything? It's,
Have I?
yeah,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
God.
Oh, definitely. It's incredible.
Jesus, blew us away.
It's really incredible.
Well, it's just like down in New Orleans when you go down to the aquarium, how cool that is.
Right.
I
Exactly.
love the aquarium down there. Audubon. Very cool.
I'm gonna walk around
Yeah.
to your other side here.
Here in just a couple minutes, I might have you stand up. I just want to be able to take a look at it. We've got a little ways to go, but I just want to take a look at it just from a different angle, Go check it out and see, kind of map out in my head where I want to go next. It's coming along really nicely. Sorry about that.
He's about to reach to touch it, you know?
I'm loving the hell out of this. That's great.
I knew when you see it.
Yeah, if clicked. I like the other ideas too, but whenever I drew that, got this one done, I was like, all right, well, there we go.
You know, that's how it happens. You know what I mean? Shit just does its thing.
We're in business. Do you want this pad back under there? It slipped
you
out.
bet.
There you go.
Yeah, it's like building stuff like those little box that we build and stuff. If you'll let them, they'll build themselves. You're just gonna have them.
Right? It's getting the flow with
It
it,
is.
right?
It is. It's fun. Feels good.
So I'm sure you've tattooed a line before. And
No, they're way too hard to get to sit still, honestly. So just kind of try to avoid that for the most part.
you gotta grab them by the tail, man.
That's right. Grab them by the tail.
Someone wants to know if you still have the Evo hardtail.
You bet I got it. We were just talking about that sometime back. Yep, she's sitting at the garage. She needs some love. The head bolts are kind of backing out. I guess the jugs are getting a little bit of wear on them. I have beat the shit out of that old bike, though. It needs some love. She's sitting there. I was wanting to do a build on it this winter, but we just didn't have the money. And we've been doing some stuff on the road glide and getting ready for this riding season. So yeah, I've still got her. She's sitting there. It needs to be rebuilt and rode. But I still got it. I miss it. There's nothing like riding a hardtail. Just something about being grounded. And but it, as I'm getting older, it is a little rougher on me. And that's where my true passion is on the bike, is on a hardtail. I love them.
Someone had just asked, as far as, do we have any idea or suggestions of what we're gonna do as far as our route to Sturgis this year?
We talked about that the other day, and we're not exactly sure. Sometimes we're just doing as straight line as possible because we've got to get there because we're in between stuff. I know coming back, we'll go the first week of Sturgis, and then we're going to get back because we have Route 66 here in Ozarks. So going up, we may do a little different route. I know coming back, we're going to be hauling ass and coming straight back as fast as we can go. But we need to look into a route up there. Of course, the first time we went to the Badlands, and we actually have a video one of our first videos on our channel here of the Badlands. And it broke me down. I really had a moment on the bike. We had to pull over. I mean, it really touched me. And on that video, it's really pictures and a voiceover. And it's that evening we got laid down, and I was getting really tired and wore out. And Steph said, well, just talk into the phone, and I want you to tell me your feelings about what you were going through when we were going through the Badlands. So that video is a voiceover, and it's actually me just in the moment, wore out, and my feelings and the emotions I had. And it's one of my favorite videos we have on YouTube, honestly. I'll never forget it. So I don't know, we may go up and around, and I'm ready to ride back to the Badlands. Last year we didn't get to do it.
So back to the hardtail, someone had asked if you have a jockey shift.
No, I do not. It's, have I ever rode a jockey shift? Yes. Would I put one on that bike? Probably not, because Steph rides on there with me, and I'm sure that would be fine, but we're already kind of crowded as it is. I would like to do one sometime, though. I got to ride one last year at the jockey shift. No, we have some pictures of, if go back down on Instagram and Facebook there, you'll scroll down through there and you can see some pictures of Maxwell House. We need to do a video on it and just show what we've done to it. I use a lot of parts from leftover from my grandma and grandpa's. Both of my grandpas, they hoarded stuff, so I was actually able to take, old farm equipment parts and tools and crap like that, and make some pieces on the bike. The sissy bar, actually Steph drew. It's a pinstripe design, and we hand bent and rode a 1/2-inch round rod and made our sissy bar on the back of it, which is a real tall sissy bar. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool to do a little video and walk through Maxwell House, the chopper, the hardtail.
Yeah, we need to. Like I said, it's not running right now.
Just
we could
kinda
probably
give
get it
them
running, but it needs some love.
It does. That might be something that we'll do this.
Yep, when we get back from the road,
spring
it's
or
fixing to get
something.
real busy. Like you said, in 2 weeks we'll be on the road, and when we're not on the road, we'll be back and getting everything in order to get back out on the road, plus producing videos and doing some more stuff on the bike, on the road glide. So it gets real busy about now and here on out, which I'm looking forward to. I'm ready for it. I'm getting a little antsy. I'm ready to get back on the bike.
And 9mm James, thank you guys. Thank you so much. It looks like you just joined the 100 Ornery Octane.
Oh yeah,
So
honey.
thank you for being a member.
Thank you. I love it. Yeah, so you'll get some different perks along, with that when you join.
Actually, right now, you can go in and watch our shock video. It's Shocks Part 2, so it's a follow-up from our first video about the shocks, but it's not released to the public yet. It's just released to the members. So you can go in there and watch that, and I think we have some bloopers on there also from making the video.
Our bloopers are pretty raw, so some cuss words and some raw moments. Just me being me, being ornery. We, of course, on our videos, we try to keep it, a little PG and not try to offend too many people or say something that the kids, of course, I say the F word quite a bit. And I have around our kids all their life. But that doesn't mean you want it around your kids. And you may be watching YouTube and the kids may be around. So I don't know. We've talked about that. I know John Maxwell, which is the Harley Tech, man, him and I have talked before. He really watches all that and does a great job at that. We are a little bit more raw, I guess. Nothing like Shade Tree. Of course, Shade Tree gets into all kinds of crazy shit and loud, and you know him, man. He's a character. Love him to death. So maybe somewhere in the middle there where we kind of keep it. That's another thing. When we go down for our trip over to Daytona, I'd really like to go by and see Shade Tree while we're out and about. He's a cool cat. I'd like to see him. Been a while. And I hope when we're down there, maybe Justin, maybe Johnny Roblox, Uncle Ken, which that's Bike and Bird and Between Two Worlds podcast. That's who I'm talking about. Hopefully we'll get to see them when we're out and about.
How you feel about hopping up for just a second?
I feel real good about it.
Take a look at what's going on here and
Yeah.
what we need to do next.
Over here. You think? Oh, we got the whole place covered.
I know.
Feel like a dance.
You cut a rug a
Move.
little bit.
Yeah.
I'm getting really close. Oh, yeah, I'm loving it. That's super cool.
Going back to Knowles.
Mm.
I'm loving it.
Yeah. Oh God.
Burger King's have it your way, right?
Right.
Man, I have no pain right now at all. I feel a little bit behind my ear.
That's
a little bit of a burn there. Maybe a little bit up here, but other than that, I think you ought to bring those lines down just a shade. And over here,
Those?
yeah.
What do you think about those?
I would leave them as shade. I would shade that over a little bit and touch this one, and then let that sway down until it contacted this other line over here, which would give it that ending flow pattern that we're looking for.
Completely agree.
That's just how I feel. I'm not the professional here, but just how I feel about it.
Yeah, we're getting real close.
Do I get a pedicure at the end?
Well, not for me.
Not from you.
I'm not a foot guy.
You're not. I hear that all the time. We go to eat somewhere. I'm like, I'll take a foot massage. They're like, yeah. Or I ask people, I'm like, all the time, I'm like, do you take looks for pay? And they go, what? Bucks? I'm like, no, looks. They
Right.
never,
Yeah,
Or I'll
yeah.
ask, does it matter who pays? And they're like, no. And I'm like, thank you. And you're like,
Right.
no. Pretty hard on the waitresses.
You want to give a little what you think right now? Someone had just asked what you're feeling, so.
What I'm feeling right now is lazy. Like I've laid there. My neck is a little stiff because, laying, and trying to be still. I really want to move a lot because that's what I do. And it's hard for me to talk without using my hands and all this. That's what's bugging me the worst. But as far as the pain from the tattoo, like I said, I feel a little bit back here maybe and a little bit of burning up here. But I'm good. My other side of my head, it healed up. I think, dude, it was like, I know it sounds crazy, but in a week and a half, I was already like, psh.
Yeah.
I was like over it.
This one probably even healed faster, would be my guess.
Yeah, it just was really quick. I was a little rough with it too because I went back to work. I had to weld and helmet was on it, so I had a little bit of that.
Still healed up perfectly.
Yeah,
That's
I had no
great.
problem.
Love to hear that.
Ciao. Okay, Wayne. Well, if you get them gloves back on, blue, all you got. He's only got blue. What's this up here?
I think it's this club
Is it
back
the club?
here. I think it might be a bunch of people just about to get white girl wasted over here.
White girl, give me a woo. So right over here,
Woo boys, and
woo.
girls.
So there's a club. It's kind of upstairs and back behind, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're gonna hear a little thunk, thunk, because people are ready. It's Friday night. People are ready to cut loose.
And cut loose they will.
And Steph does not like me going out over. This is a little bit of a college town, and the chicks just go crazy about me. So so I know after this she's gonna be like,
so?
she's gonna be like, get your ass in that truck, and I'm taking you home. But yeah, I do hear a thumping going on. We may have to go dance here in a little bit. PBS.
Well, yeah, they're really getting going on it, huh?
Man, yeah. I bet they're doing some river dancing. God, it really sounds out of beat.
Someone did say stay away from the woo girls.
Stay around with, huh?
Oh, stay far
Stay
away.
far away. And then someone else said they really like how Wayne ignores your safety word.
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't take my PBS serious, did he?
No.
No. Damn it, man.
That just makes me want to push harder.
Shit, I can't start giggling. It's like a kid when you're in school. You know, you can't giggle in class. Just try to hold it in all you can. God, I was a little shit in school. Oh my God. We had this teacher, her name was Miss Underwood. And she had a tin like cabinet, 2-door double cabinet beside her desk. And her desk was a little bit out in front of it, and there was a chalkboard behind it. Well, we all got there to class, and she was a little late, so I climbed up on her desk on top of the cabinet and hunched down. And then when she came in and sat down at the desk, she started doing roll call. I jumped off the top of the cabinet onto the floor and scared the shit out of her. Then it was like a couple weeks later, she had a projector. Y'all remember those old big square projectors they used to ride on it, projected up there? We were doing math. I was getting really annoyed, and I was sitting there beside it, and I reached over and slapped it, and it busted the bulb in the projector. I wonder where she's at now, and I wonder if she still remembers me. I bet she still remembers that bearded kid, the bearded kid in 10th grade. I had sideburns. I had these really cool Elvis sideburns. I don't guess they were that cool, but I thought they were. I had a Super Tuner like 2 Pioneer tape deck. You know, you put the tape in and you could fast forward it to the next song and it would stop. Or you could hit rewind and it'd go back to the first of the song and stop. That thing was badass.
That is fancy.
Yeah, man. It was cool. I put it in myself. 070 short wheelbase GMC.
That sounds cool.
It was, man. It was a cool old truck.
My first car was a 74 Plymouth Valiant.
Wow.
It was ugly as hell.
Oh my God. How much you give for it?
$300.
I gave $1,000 for my truck. Hey man,
Your truck was a little bit cooler than my car.
well, dude, it had a lot of problems. The dude that I bought it from had a sawmill, and he worked out an agreement. I went every week and gave him $100 until I had that truck paid for, and then I could get it. But you know, right now I drive a '96 Jeep Cherokee. I gave $200 for. That's what I'm driving.
Nice.
It is a pile of shit, but I drive it. Little V8. I've drove it for 5 years now.
I'm driving an 01 CRV these days.
Oh yeah, man. Dirt roading it.
Real fancy. It gets me there though.
Yeah, it's kind of like my Cherokee. I have a couple of buddies and they call it the shit box. Go to the gym, they're like, damn, you're still driving the shit box. Yep,
Hell yeah.
still going.
Drive it till it dies.
It needs a starter, it needs a battery. I just got pissed because I had to put a tire on it the other day. But I got a badass motorcycle.
That's all that matters.
You know any good jokes?
Me?
I'm not very good at jokes.
Worse than jokes.
I know, I can't remember.
I never can remember.
I remember bits and pieces and then try to tell it, and I sound like Michael Scott. Like the whole up dog thing. he almost had Dwight, you know, and messed it up.
Someone does want to know what the best days are to go to Biketober, or I'm sorry, not Biketober, Bike Week in Daytona.
The best days.
Yeah.
Well, we've gone down there the whole time, and I would say it's busy the whole damn time. It's not. It's kind of like, you know, Sturgis. You can go the first week and it's a little slower.
Yeah, it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for like a softer, not so rowdy crowd, or are you looking for like the best partying, packed, busy, shoulder to shoulder, butthole to butthole kind of
Boy, it does
environment?
on Main Street too. It is packed.
Because usually, like if a rally is like Wednesday through Sunday, Wednesday and Thursdays are always, of course, the less busy. Saturday nights, though, it seems like Saturdays are always more busy than Friday nights.
It's the blowout, you know. Down there, though, it is getting a little bit more spread out, so you can get out a little bit more. My favorite thing about down there is riding that coast, which is was it 101? And we go up to St. Augustine. That ride up to there it's so cool. I love it. Of course, there's a lot to offer down there. You can get into a lot of, and there's a lot of old history down there, and that's a lot of fun as well. The strip, though, you got to go. Boot Hill, that's one place. You know,
Yeah, Boot Hill Salute is kind of like that iconic location that you've got to go to if you're in Daytona.
Yeah, so if you know, or if you don't, I'll tell you, but across the road from the Boot Hill is the cemetery. And their slogan is better be here than across the road. And it's, you know, it's just old. It's got so much history. And it's just it's a little bitty bar. And it has some outside area. They always have a lot of loud music. And I like it when it's a little slower, and then of course they have music inside. I think they smoke in there though, which, you know, I mean, that's cool, but the smoke really gets to me, so I have to really watch where we go.
Like they smoke meats in there?
Huh?
They smoking meats in there?
Yeah, they're smoking tons of different types of meats. Yeah, and that smoked meat gets to me. Yeah, so they smoke in there, and that kind of gets to me. But the Boot Hill is really cool. Froggy's down the way there is pretty cool as well. I like Froggy's.
Yeah, Froggies, you can actually tip your bartender so much, and they'll actually put your tip up on the ceiling, which the ceiling's like, I don't know, 15, 20 feet tall.
I don't know, it's 2 stories. Because they have a little way upstairs having a balcony up there. They have a ton of outside too. Because the last time we went outside, I was like, holy shit, it really opens up back here.
Yeah, it's one of those places you walk in and it's like, okay, this is cool, but then you
Yeah.
keep on walking through, which you don't see the, like the little hallway so much, but when you keep on walking through, it opens up to a huge patio out back.
I tell you what got me the first time we went down there, though, is like everybody parking on the sidewalk. I mean, you can't do that here. You don't
Right,
put your
you
bike
can
on the
there.
sidewalk.
Yeah, there you have to park on the sidewalk.
You put your bike up on the sidewalk. Which I always thought was like, what? And then I got in trouble for what did we do? We rode down the strip and we
You
put our
didn't have your
helmets on
clears.
the back of the bike. And my glasses were a little scuffed up, my clears, so I slid them up on top of my head. And officer did come over and was like, man, I'm not going to tell you again, and I'm going to ask you politely, please put your safety glasses down or we'll write you a ticket. And I was like, ooh. So, and another thing too, when you come to the stop signs, you stop and put your feet down. They will write your ass a ticket. They're not joking around. Super cool though. We got to know some of the officers down there after we got our bike stolen, the whole process of it. They were very helpful, and like I said, now we got a couple buddies down there that I'm grateful to have them. And so, yeah, they're not joking around down there. They'll write your ass a ticket. But it's so rowdy at times. A lot of bikes. The weather's always perfect. That's the one thing about Sturgis. You never know what the weather's going to do. You can get up and the weather's good, and then 15, 20 minutes later, you hear somebody say, well, it's going to start raining, and by God, it does. It'll come on out of nowhere.
And Charles Schultz, thank you so much. He just sent a super chat for you.
Say what?
Charles Schultz, he just sent a super chat for you.
Couldn't hear you. Sorry. One more time.
You have something in your ear. Thank you, Charles, so much for that super chat.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you for the super chat. Very cool. Thank you.
I would have the camera facing you, but you can't read sideways, so. It's looking really cool.
Hey, do I have a fat head?
Fat head?
Yeah, does it have a lot? Is it like fatty you feel in? Or
No, hell no. I have a fat head. Your head's really easy to work on.
Good.
You have good head.
What she said. And now we're 9 deep in. That's what she said. Well, I like providing a good head so you can
Thank you for sharing.
leave your mark on it.
Sharing good head with me.
Yes, you're welcome, my friend.
You have given me good head to work with.
Yes, and that was my goal this evening, is to make sure that you had good head to work on.
Thank you.
Someone did ask, what are you planning for the next Pay It Forward?
Man, that is an awesome question. We've been talking about that. You know,
So-
and that thing, that is a process. So we really like to find somebody in a community that needs help to raise money for them, raise awareness too. And we let this stuff grow naturally, and we really get out and talk to people. And it's a process, and we're really open to hear. And that's another thing, like on our website, you can message us there, and we go over them, and we do get them, and we go and we keep these, and we go over them, and we talk about different things that we can do and how we can go about it. We have been talking about that. What we're going to do right now, we don't have one planned right at this moment.
Something we have thought about though, as far as on our kickoff ride as we're going down to Daytona, we've kind of thought about different spots, different places that we've eaten, just to kind of do several small pay it forwards to like either a waitress or just like little random acts of kindness until we do have something planned. I'd like to do a pay it forward each year that's different from the previous one.
Yeah, this last pay it forward. And these things for Steph and I, they really take a toll on us because we really get involved and we do everything that we can do possible. And it's taxing, and I love it to death. But we need to do it in a way where we can get everybody involved and do it in a way where we can raise as much as we can and bring as much awareness to somebody. So we did the last one that we did was in Sturgis this last year. We had a great turnout and it was amazing. We loved it. It's really special to us. What we're gonna do next, I'm excited to see. We've been tossing some ideas around. We're always open to ideas, and we'd like to know. When we're out on the road, if there's opportunity for us to help somebody, we'd love to help. I really feel like we need to do something with kids. I don't know. I'd love to do something with kids, and a bike, and open, dialogue up with, I don't know, maybe a place that houses kids or taking care of kids or do something. I don't know. To see a little one jump on a bike and sit on a bike is really, really touching to me. We've had a couple ideas, and I hate to throw a lot of ideas that I've got out there and it not come true, because I don't want to be a liar and do something or say something I can't follow through with. Yeah, Steph and I have been talking about it. Yeah, I have. We're open ideas. That's something you guys can also go back and look on the channel. We have some videos of our last pay it forwards. We actually did one here in Fayetteville, Blues BBQ. And we did it for Sean. He's needing a kidney. Well, he was needing to get on the list to get a kidney. He didn't have enough money to get on a damn list to get a kidney. I didn't even know that was a thing. We raised enough money for him to get on the list, and then through that we brought awareness to him where some other organizations came to help, and about 6-7 months ago he got a kidney. So he texted me, he's like, dude, you saved my life. So that was amazing. A pretty special moment. Yeah, but you guys can go watch those. We have those on there as well. The one that we did in Sturgis and here, and we did one down in Paris, Texas for RJ.
And Mario Ventures, I appreciate that. He just sent a super chat, $40 next pay it forward. I appreciate that so much.
That's awesome.
And I appreciate you being a member also.
That makes me feel really good, man. Thank you so much. It's pretty special to be part of something like that. And without you guys and everybody else, like this last one that we did it for, we actually had Custom Dynamics and Rick Rack donate to the Pay It Forward. That was a pretty special moment. Yeah, I appreciate that so much. Now you got me thinking. 5 minutes? You kidding? Dang. Chicka chow. Well, and after this, I got to go over to that club and dance. Yeah, I mean,
Gonna get your woo girl on.
woohoo! I'm a hoot girl. Are you secretly a woo girl? Oh no, that's my next tattoo, man.
A Visco girl.
I love the disco.
Visco, not disco.
Oh, sorry. I love to just torque all the time.
Twerk.
Never say
Torque.
I never say it right. I always say torque like a torque wrench.
He's a twerker.
I'm the torque wrench.
Natural born torquer.
Oh, yes, I am.
I mean, it's easy if you just take the W out and just say Turk.
Turker.
Torque.
Turkin.
Turkey.
Sounds like something you'd eat for Thanksgiving.
I am getting hungry. We went to Slim Chicken earlier and ate. I did not know Slim Chicken started here in Fayetteville.
You realize you spelled it wrong, man. Sure did.
You smell something in my head?
Yeah, he spelled it all wrong.
Dick.
He spelt it AWNRE.
Oh, that's all right.
Can you hop up one last time here? Let me get a workout for me.
It's gonna be much hotter. Come on, hop it.
I'll hear my iPad thing too. So see, so there's your.
With torquing.
Where did the music go, man?
What's the same music you purchased? Did you buy it on your phone? Well, then like.
Let me just step
No. Your phone's dead, so I don't know. Like, if you're like if that's actually iTunes.
Well, if you're wanting to,
cool. There's one more little thing I want to do. Yeah.
I'm gonna be the prettiest girl at the
I
ball.
was thinking like if you're
Gonna be.
gonna get your iPad, same time you got it on your phone.
You gonna connect that one line together?
Because don't you have to pay like phone service for your iPad too if you want that kind of shit?
Well, I mean, I do.
Here we go, you
My
ready?
phone and my iPad
it.
are
All right.
together.
Settle up so you guys get here.
But with
Makes me hungry.
music, I don't have iTunes music like that. I just pay for Spotify and I have Pandora.
I used to pay $25 a year for a frustrated book subscription, but then they made it free. And so now I don't know if I was grandfathered in or what. So like as long as I'm signed in as sketchbooks, I have it for a subscription and like basically forever. I don't know if you have to pay for it as a pro or not, or if I was just grandfathered in because I already had it.
Right.
That's all I've used for the last 4 years. Yeah, for
And you get no commercial, and then you can get repeat on each song.
and
But, yeah, but that's.
otherwise you only like 5 years.
I'm not saying watching videos, but I like Pandora. They had a radio station. Spotify does because they can bring up anything. Spotify, because like I want to put a like Skid Row radio station on Spotify, and then they can play those every time I listen to that. It's the same song every time. And Pandora makes it all up. So that's why I like that. But I haven't done it for a long time. So that's why I
So is the candle place on my station because my feet stink? I said, was the candle place on my station because my feet stink? Possibly. Probably. Yeah, I know.
Me and my brother would make this, or one day we were joking around about yacht rock and stuff, and then I elaborated, but like REO Speedwagon,
Oh, yes. It's another day at the spa. Not been that bad at all. You've been motivated pretty good, though. You're motivated. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we put so many songs on here.
You can almost call it done right now, just with the high contrast and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, literally? Right now. Nice. All the best black and gray tattoos can be completely done with nothing but black and skin tone, right? And then everything else is just being fancy, basically.
Exactly. I've got some of the fancy in here.
I'm definitely fancy.
You've got all the fancy.
Yeah, I need that fancy. Just call me fancy.
It's just a good way to think about black and gray.
Maybe put some
Fancy,
wood
don't
chains
let
on
me
it.
down.
John Porter does have a good question. How long will it be for you to be able to wear a helmet again?
That is what we were talking about, because we wanted to get in here because we were taking out the 21st. Yeah, so when I had this one done, like I was saying, I was welding, I had the helmet on, and I was kind of messing with it some, but within a week and a half, I was just totally forgot about it.
Alright, buddy. I guess that's one of the cool parts about having it on the side of your head, because within a week, you're going to have enough hair grow out of the side of your head that it's almost like a protective layer.
Yeah, it didn't bother me at all. I was shocked. Honestly, are we done?
We're done.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh my lord. And just like that, I'm a lion. And I'm not lying.
You ain't lying.
I ain't lying. I'll hold still so we get a good shot.
If you want to get a good shot without any sort of glare, there's a spot right in the hallway we can try.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah,
Best
let's go
tattoos
do
you've
that.
ever had on the right side of your head.
Right on. Did you say perfect?
Perfect. I can't roll my R's though like that. All right, guys, we're just gonna do a little.
Yeah, like right about here.
We're gonna get in the best lighting here,
About
so you
there.
guys can see it even better. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Meow. Meow.
Now give me your best roar. No, you have to show me the tattoo though.
That's about it. Wait till I go to Walmart. I scare little kids.
See, that's a good one.
I know. I've got it deep inside. I've just got to release the lion.
I like
There's a
it.
lion
You're gonna
deep
love
inside
it.
you?
There's a lion deep inside me.
It's actually a monkey, but you're gonna love it.
Did I get a monkey?
Yeah.
Well, we thought about a hamster and a wheel.
Right.
We thought about it. Well, Listen, guys, this has been a hell of a process. It ain't been that bad at all. But the thing that really that I've enjoyed the most is interacting with you guys and getting to do the whole vote thing and you drawing up this, because we've been talking about this for about a month and a half now.
Yep.
Maybe a little bit more than that, but then we're like, let's do this and get everybody, voting and get involved, which that's the best part, getting everybody involved, showing off what you can do.
It's a
and
good experience.
What we're doing,
It's fun.
Wayne the Tattooer, you can go check him out on Instagram. Like,
That's me.
we were talking earlier for Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, you're going to be doing some stuff for all the biker community.
I'll have a bunch of, I already have literally hundreds, if not thousands of drawings already ready to go, but I'll be doing some special kind of like more biker-centric stuff.
Yeah. The cool
as
stuff.
The real cool stuff as that time comes up.
Like you were saying earlier, it'd be really cool if they could go ahead and set up an appointment with you if they're thinking about being here and doing
Right.
something, so you can make that time for
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
it'll get busy.
Yeah. Exactly. As it approaches, I'm assuming I'll be extraordinarily busy,
Oh,
and so you want to definitely catch
And
me
I'm
ahead of time.
gonna be over here. We're talking about doing my knuckles next.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about what we're gonna do there. Been having a little bit of fun with that. And I appreciate you so much, and I always enjoy hanging out with you.
Absolutely.
We're buddies,
We are buddies.
so
It's always a pleasure hanging
it
out with you
is.
guys.
And like I said,
Sure.
we're over here in the Ozarks. Like I said, we're in Fayetteville, here in Arkansas, and we're right off Dixon Street at the Ice House. That's where Wayne's at, if you want to find him over here. I've had a lot of fun. Steph, I want to thank you so much for running the camera and manning all the talking going on and letting us have fun.
Yeah, I probably didn't do so great because I'm a little shaky with the tripod, but I'm so thankful for all of you guys who have stuck in it with us and tuned in and stayed. I know it's kind of a lengthy live video, but we appreciate you guys hanging in there and watching, and all the super chats and the new membership.
Yeah,
Really
guys.
appreciate it, and we're glad to know you guys. And also, Daytona Bike Week's coming up, so if you're in Daytona Bike Week or at Daytona Bike Week, definitely find us. We're gonna post where we're gonna be at, meet and greets, and we can't wait to shake your hand and give you a hug.
And next week we'll be going live as well. We'll be back at home. We're going to go over our trip. We're going to break it down where we're going to be and kind of what we're doing. Things may change out on the road, but we'll be taking out here in the Ozarks. Like I said, we'll be going down to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, then making our way over on the coast all the way over to Daytona for Daytona Bike Week, and then back up and around. So like I said, you can see more about the trip, and we can sit down and chat a little bit more. I really look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Yes, for sure. So with that being said,
Yep.
we're gonna say bye.
Yeah. Thanks you guys so much. We'll see you next week, and later on, like always, you guys stay ornery.